I've been part of this church since around about 1979.
We've been a part of this church since October 2004.
I first came to this church in 1979.
Our first Sunday was the first Sunday in March 1979, and it also happened to be Terry Virgo's first Sunday. Terry preached a great sermon, "Come with us and we will do you good." And all I can say is we did go with him and we were done good.
In the early days of the church, we had what was called a heap offering. People brought money, but they also brought items of value that they brought in to give to God. And it was really wonderful to see this tangible representation in front of us of the sacrificial giving that people have made.
We gave into a gift day, and at the same time we were in need of a car. And so we'd really prayed faithfully about how much we should give, and we had a certain amount of money with which to buy a second-hand car. We had young kids, so we didn't have a lot of money, and we felt God said, give all of that money to the gift day. And we were a bit like, oh gosh, that's all we've got. So we faithfully went with every intention on the Sunday morning to give that whole sum of money. A couple in the congregation stopped us and said, we feel God's told you about giving money instead of buying a car. Put the money in the gift day. God told us to give you a car.
We had no work, we had 3 children. We had turned up to a gift day with no money, and I just put my hand in my pocket and found £20. And so we put it into the gift day. We went home and put the kids to bed. I decided to check our bank account, and it said that £2,000 had been put into our bank account.
I had a bracelet, gold with seed pearls, that had belonged to my grandmother. It was very precious to me. I didn't really know if it was valuable or not, but I really felt I needed to give this. And I was giving it into the work of the kingdom here.
There was like, whilst you're here, for whatever length of time, you have work to do. Because there are many more who need to know about my love, to know about my grace. The church is needed.
When we were first meeting, we were in a school gym, and we all had to bring our own chairs because the school was an infant school and the chairs were too small. We were desperate for a building. We needed a home. We were praying about Clarendon Villas. Amazingly, within a few days, the guy who was actually the pastor of this church came to see Terry, and he said, "I've got a building, but you've got a church. Would you like to come in?" That's how it all started. There was an old pipe organ here. The paint was peeling off the walls, but we were in. It was incredibly exciting, and we realised we were going to have to spend a lot of money. And we had our first offering, which was released about £10,000, which in 1979 was a huge amount of money.
A gift day is a great way that we can be a part of what God's doing. Sometimes that's not so obvious, but actually giving is a very obvious way that we can do that, and we're really part of something that God is doing.
It is inspiring and challenging to hear again from these people who over years, decades, have faithfully given to a vision that is bigger than their own individual lives. They've seen who Jesus is, what he's doing, the church that he's building, and they've got involved wholeheartedly, generously, and with faith. The money that we're raising with this gift day is going towards investment in buildings, the different locations that we already have across this city, but also people, helping to get people to Newday, helping with our interns, helping with our Emmanuel Institute, and helping with our children's work. These are all things that are close to the heart of God. We want to go for them wholeheartedly. Please get praying, get trusting God, stretch yourself, give generously and wholeheartedly. Let's see how much we can raise.